Good fish, good fish. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Woo, big fish. Oh, big fish. Nice, big, fatty. Woo, look at that donkey. That's a beauty. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. It's windy, spinnerbait time, FishLab, BBZ Mimic Tail. Big fish go down. You gotta check this bait out. FishLabTackle.com. We're going back at it. FishLab Bio Blade Spinnerbait. I'm telling you, people have been asking this for a long time from FishLab. What we're doing is we're coming out with a premium, high-quality spinnerbait. And if anybody really knows what I've done and Mike done in the fishing industry, we know blades, and we know this is a big factor for all anglers across the board. The reason why this blade's a little bit different and special, first thing is, what we did is we went to old school, high grade 035 stainless steel wire. We didn't do spacers. We've actually have the blades soldered in the right dimension. This is going to come in two sizes. We're going to have a 1/2 ounce and a 3/8. It's going to come with a double Colorado blade and also a double willow blade. Comes in 7 different incredible colors, just like this one with the bone color, which is completely new and awesome for the industry. But there's some things in this spinnerbait that's going to take things to the next level. Now, the biggest thing in spinnerbaits, and everybody's asked for the last 30 years, is how do you take an illusion bait, which has been on the market forever, and how do you create realism out of it? So the team over here at FishLab, what we did, we went to some of my drawings, and we came up, I've had this in the back pocket for many years, is we have the BBZ Mimic Tail. Now the cool thing about the spinnerbait, it's going to come pre-packaged from FishLab that you pull right out of the package. Now we're taking illusion to realism by giving you a spinnerbait that has a completed finished look that looks like a bait fish. In spinnerbait fishing, and you guys know this who are out there, there's a couple different ones. Some of them run pretty horizontal, most of them run at a 45-degree angle. So the magic of this spinnerbait, great stainless steel wire. We've increased the angle of the wire to a 50-degree angle. What this does, it creates a better tracking system, so this bait is going to swim at more of a horizontal presentation. Also, with that open space, it highlights the spinnerbait itself as an isolated piece of bait fish, which is a 4-inch bait fish. The magic of the BBZ Mimic Tail is anytime you add something to a shank of a hook, like a big swim bait or something that has bulk, you're going to adjust drop rate, you're going to drop the vibration, everything gets muffled, you're not going to have as much action. So what we're doing is with the Mimic Tail, the beauty of this is when you put this Mimic Tail on, it's going to come pre-packaged with a pre-slotted hook position. What that does is that just little bit of buoyancy is going to help lift that spinnerbait so it has a more lifelike action in the water. Also what it does, it doesn't muffle or dampen the vibration of the 035 stainless steel through the bait itself. So you're going to get more strikes right off the bat because this thing's going to talk louder in the water than a lot of other spinnerbaits. The other cool thing about the BBZ Mimic Tail, we position it for anglers who love to fish with a stinger hook. You're still able to put a stinger hook on top of it. It doesn't take away from the action or the vibration of the spinnerbait. Comes with high grade silicone skirt. They're hand tied, so this is not, I mean, everything we're doing on this is high end. Super long shank, 5/0 wide gap hook, great barb. So out of the package, you're pretty much tying this on for $8.99 or $9.99, depending if it's a 3/8 or a 1/2 ounce, and you're going to be able to catch fish. So starting anglers to the seasoned pros, this is going to be a go-to bait for them. Hey guys, Bill Cimentel from FishLab Tackle and the BBZ. We're here at one of my local favorite lakes. Do you know FishLab's coming out with spinner baits and buzz baits? We're going to pair it up with the Akuma Cyclo Stick, the Hakai, and we're using 15-pound test soft steel fluorocarbon. You got to check out some of these baits. Hey guys, FishLab, we're coming out with a set of spinner baits. We're going to have a 3/8 and a 1/2 ounce. They're going to come in a double willow leaf combination and the double Colorado to start with. Get ready for ICAST 2023 where we present this. But the biggest thing is we're taking a spinner bait and creating a realism bait as a 4-inch shad now. We have a new Mimic Tail. This is one of my old designs I've had for many, many years. The biggest thing on spinner baits, vibration. What people do though, anglers do, is they keep putting trailers. They're putting big Kitex on it, big swim baits, big boot tails. When you put extra weight and bulk on a spinnerbait, it takes away from the vibration. It takes away from that tune and the action of the blade. Mimic Tail, that creates the illusion of a 4-inch shad now. It has a slight float value. So what it's going to do is going to lift up that bait a little bit. So this bait's going to swim more horizontal through the water column. And the vibration from the blades going down the 035 stainless steel wire, premium components, is it reverberates into the body better. So when you stop, pause, you hit a stick, the vibration is going to go through the entire bait instead of being muffled by the anglers that are putting all the bulky stuff on it. That stuff works sometimes, but when you put a boot tail on the back of a blade, a spinner bait, a jig blade, a chatter bait, what it does, it takes away from the true action of the bait. So let's put this on real quick. Let's go out on the water. Let's give it a try and let's see if we can catch some fish for you guys. Ooh. We're gonna go get some. Let's go out there and let's see how this thing works. There's a fish. Ooh, nice one. You want a spinnerbait to last? Don't boat flip them. Take your time. Oh, that is a good. Look at that. That's a 4+ pounder. Tell me guys, don't boat flip them. You'll save your wires. You boat flip a 4-pounder, you're just gonna bend out your wires. But man, that is serious, man. FishLab BBZ Bio Spinnerbait with a Mimic Tail. That's bitchin'. Woo! Didn't blow out the blades, didn't blow out the wires. Just took my time. That's how you do it. Well, that only took about 10 minutes. So, throwing a 3/8 ounce FishLab tackle spinnerbait with the Mimic Tail. The key on the Mimic Tail, guys, what we're doing is we're taking illusion and we're creating realism with a 4-inch bait. The tail is a little buoyant. So what it does, it lifts that hook up and this rides a little bit more horizontal. It looks more natural in the water.
The biggest thing is we're not creating a lot of bulk on this lure. That means the vibration from your stainless steel wire goes through your head to the hook, so it's more natural in the water. Nothing's being dampened by big bulky baits. You put a boot tail on this, it gives it a bigger profile. It makes it fall different, but it takes away a lot of the action. So it's all about the science of the strike on this. Oh, good hit. Good hit. Oh, another big fatty. Look at that fatty. That's another 4. There's 8 pounds right there. That's over 4. Wow. That's almost pushing 5. I didn't bend out the wires. I took my time. Look at the size of that beast. Hey guys, real quick, again, I'm pairing it up with the Akuma Psycho Stick. It's a 751 medium heavy. I love this in the more open water. If I was going to fish water that had a lot of cover, I'd beef it up. I'd maybe even go to like the tournament concept rods or the Guide Select. Love the Hakai reels, a 7.3 to 1, 15-pound test fluorocarbon soft steel. This bait is awesome. And the cool thing about that Mimic Tail, it comes pre-rigged like this in the package. The tail itself is not glued. It's just sitting there. If you want to put your own trailer on it, by all means do it. If you want to keep this in here, I suggest putting a couple drops of super glue so it holds its position. But the Mimic Tail, what that does, it creates enough buoyancy to lift that back hook up a little bit so it swims more horizontal. The awesome part about it is this Mimic Tail is if you're a tournament angler and you love throwing stinger hooks, your stinger hook will sit right on top of it. You can have it free swing. It doesn't affect the bait at all. I've caught a ton of fish on one spinnerbait. This is the same one I started off with this morning. It's the second tail. Another nice bass. I'm telling you, there is something magical. There is something seriously magical about the spinnerbait. And it's all about the wiggle and the walk and the talk and the vibration. It just got so many little things that adds up. And I know anglers are out here. We've been fishing a lot of tournaments, and I know a lot of guys have been throwing spinnerbaits trying to get this bite to go, and nobody can. And I'm going behind everybody, and I am putting the wood to these bass, going right behind anglers all day long, pre-fishing and in tournaments. So that is a big deal. When you can find the right spinnerbait out there, that whatever reason it has the right calling cards. Put another one in the boat. I like catching fish.